Assume a routine day for fishermen, casting nets near an iceberg. They believed it sheltered a playful seal. As the ice cracked, suspense gripped them. It wasn't a seal. It was something else entirely, shrouded in mystery, revealing a shocking truth beyond their wildest imagination. Unexpected discoveries on icy waters. In the frigid waters off the Labrador coast, a group of Canadian fishermen started on a routine crab fishing expedition aboard the Northern Swan vessel. Little did they know that their day would take an unexpected turn, revealing a narrative of resilience and compassion. 4 miles off the coast, the fishermen noticed an anomaly in the otherwise icy landscape, a massive iceberg with a peculiar feature. At its top, a protrusion resembling a whale tail caught their attention. As the crew approached for a closer look, they expected to find a common sight in these latitudes, a seal relaxing on the icy surface. The assumption seemed logical. After all, these waters were often dotted with seals, and it was not uncommon to find seal pups resting atop ice formations. However, the reality awaiting them was far from the expected norm. Upon closer inspection, the fishermen were in for a surprise. Instead of a seal, a creature that couldn't swim was stranded on the iceberg. It wasn't a seal cub, as they initially thought, but a northern polar fox. The creature was trapped, surrounded by the vast expanse of icy water, far from its natural habitat. Seagulls circled overhead, sensing an approaching feast. The trouble of the polar fox stirred compassion among the fishermen. They understood that the creature faced a grim fate of starvation if left stranded on the drifting iceberg. Despite their initial attempts to rescue the fox, the frightened animal resisted their efforts to bring it on board their vessel. Exhausted and terrified, the polar fox seemed resigned to its fate. Undiscouraged by the challenges, the fishermen persisted in their rescue mission. Breaking through the ice, they managed to coax the polar fox into a makeshift box on their boat. The animal, visibly exhausted but unharmed, found solace in the warmth and safety of its temporary refuge. It was a moment of relief for both the fishermen and their newfound companion. Once on board, the polar fox's true ordeal became apparent. It hadn't sustained any physical injuries, but its exhausted look spoke volumes about the hardships it had endured. It became evident that the fox had been stranded for hours, perhaps 5 to 6 after the iceberg began to crumble. The miraculous rescue had spared the creature from an agonizing fate. In the initial hours post-rescue, the polar fox refrained from eating, choosing instead to adapt itself to its newfound sanctuary. The fishermen provided a cozy and warm environment, but the traumatized animal remained hesitant. Eventually, however, hunger prevailed over fear, and the fox tentatively consumed sausages and crackers offered by its rescuers. The fishermen's act of kindness did not end with the rescue. Determined to ensure the polar fox's well-being, they transported the creature to the mainland, far away from the treacherous waters. The chosen location, Williams Bay, offered the fox refuge near old dog kennels. According to the fishermen, the fox seemed to find comfort in this spot, and the crew occasionally returned to feed their newfound friend. This heartwarming story serves as a poignant reminder of the compassion that can emerge in unexpected places. In a world often characterized by its harshness, these Canadian fishermen exemplified selflessness and empathy. Their willingness to invest time and effort to save a life, regardless of species, shines as a beacon of hope in our often chaotic and indifferent existence. As the polar fox found sanctuary in the embrace of human kindness, the fishermen became unlikely heroes in a story that goes beyond the boring routines of crab fishing. In an era dominated by concerns about fuel consumption and time efficiency, these individuals showcased a different narrative, one where humanity takes precedence over practical considerations. The act of saving a life, even one of a seemingly insignificant creature, attests to the enduring power of compassion. In the after-effects of this extraordinary encounter, the fishermen reflected on the simplicity of their gesture. To them, it was more than a rescue mission. It was an affirmation of the interconnectedness of all living beings. In the vastness of the open sea, they had become stewards of a life in need, embracing a responsibility that extended beyond their role as fishermen.